Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Crooked Nature. I hope you're having a fantastic morning. I am having a great morning. The dogs have been wonderful, and I thought I would bring you guys another not quite vlogmas plant video, and this is on the dwarf boncel, the baby boncel. Technically they are two different types, and the only difference is one is a little bit larger than 2 inches, and one stays at about 2 inches as its maximum height. These guys are doing fantastically. They've been in 2 different places, and I'm going to kind of talk about that and show you what I'm doing here. I'm not adding pesticides to this guy today, but I am going to aerate its soil a bit. So I'm just going to do that. That's what I'm going to do, okay? And that'll help it get more water to its roots, as well as giving its roots somewhere to go, because your soil can compact over time just from watering. I don't know if many people really understand that, but when you go to your potted plants and the dirt looks kind of smooth and solid, well, that's because it is. And when it's like that, the roots can't go anywhere, okay? And you kind of want to get in there a little deep, go down an inch or so. If you can get down there 2 inches, that's really good, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. This one has been growing in a window upstairs that gets morning sun, but that window is not a very good window, and it gets a lot of a cold draft through it, and I think it has adversely affected the growth on this one. I'm going to turn them so you can really see how much more there is going on this pot than there is this one. This one has been downstairs under my grow light in my office with the very, very set conditions. So we're going to do the same thing. But you can really see there's quite a bit more growth on this one than the other one. And the other one actually had several leaves die off of this little baby right here. And I was pretty upset about that, but it's okay. Plant life happens, and sometimes you don't always make the right choices for where your plants go. We don't always make the right choices for where we go either, and that's okay. We learn from our mistakes. There is no better teacher than, practice and trying again and again to get something right. Your failure is your teacher, all right? When you have plants die, it's okay. You can usually find another one. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes they're pretty unique and rare, and I get that. I get that makes people feel really bad when they lose a plant that, they spent $100 on or something like that. I'm not likely to ever spend that much on a plant, but you never know. Maybe in the future. Let's see, I have found some honeydew on this plant right here, this little one right here, which makes me reconsider not using a pesticide on it, which I'm going to go ahead and do. It's going to get a pesticide. Actually, this one here has already had one, so never mind about that. That one over there hasn't. That's why this one's soil was so easy to stir up. And that's all right. This one's been treated, and it's actually been sitting on a different place, a different shelf than where I would normally have it. But it's doing so well, and I'm really, really happy with its growth. I'm really happy with how pretty it is, and just its awesomeness. And I'm not by any means unhappy with this little guy here. It's awesome too. It is awesome. They are both awesome. And what you can really tell, this one has a lot more vibrant green to it because it's been getting sunlight. This one isn't quite as vibrant because it's been under a grow light, but it's also, this one isn't as stretched. This one has really stretched itself, and you might think that this one here has stretched, like a succulent will, but it actually hasn't. It hasn't pushed itself up the way that you might think it was, mostly because this one has only grown a tiny bit since I got it. That's why I would say that. That's not from my grow light. That's from wherever it came from, whatever grow conditions it was in before I got it. But they're doing so well, you guys. I hope you get a chance to see these or pick one up. And they are prolific, by the way. It takes them a little bit of time to get going, but then they will fill your pot up. Just give them some time and some sporadic watering. They don't really like to be overwatered, just like every other snake plant ever. They will rot. They like high light, and they like to be crowded, okay? So these pots were actually a bit big to put them in, but I think it'll be all right, and I'm going to give them plenty of time to fill their roots in and send out more babies. And that's about all the advice I have for these guys. Give them some water, give them some sun. Don't overwater them. You don't want your pot to be super, super heavy with water because that will absolutely rot the roots and it will just flop and go to mush and then you have no more snake plant. You guys have a great day. And if you need to use pesticides on these things, it is generally safe to do so, just because they don't seem to be adversely affected by it. These are already toxic plants. Don't let your pets eat them, so I wouldn't worry about that. These are not edible, so, you know, putting a little bit of a systemic pesticide in them isn't going to hurt you or them. You guys have a great day, and I'm sorry for so much rambling. Thank you for watching and supporting our channel. I do hope you guys give us a thumbs up, you know, subscribe, whatever. Do the things that the real YouTubers really do tell you to do. And have a great day. Support your friends on YouTube too. They're awesome. Thank you guys.